perfectly balanced,
That
Robert.
makes them important. Stay here. I'm going to find
There's
Not a problem.
classic Stephen King adaptations and infamously bad ones.
Yeah. And then when we do the King stuff, that'll give me an excuse to finally watch Maximum Overdrive.
I was just about to say, should we talk about Maximum Overdrive?
I feel like we have to.
Okay. That's kind of like Stephen King's Duel, right?
His what?
Well, it's about like a killer truck, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And that the first thing that came to mind was one of Spielberg's first movies, which is called Duel.
Oh,
and it's basically like, yeah, it's basically like Jaws with a truck. It's this guy that's being chased by this big truck. It's actually a pretty good movie.
Oh, nice. Well, now Robert, you have an excuse to do it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. It's like I need an excuse to watch those. Oh, the dual comparison is flimsy. Okay, I don't know enough about Maximum Overdrive.
The only thing I know about that is that there's a giant green goblin truck.
Yeah, that's the main thing. I immediately thought of Duel just because they're both about like evil trucks.
How am I supposed to get through that door?
You open it. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm stupid.
Can you hear me?
Oh, we answered the question. Is he stupid?
We did. We did. I bet you, yeah.
Going after the notes yourself, eh, Bats? Good luck.
This is gonna be a lot shorter of a Let's Play than the other two. I don't know how long City and Night are gonna take us.
Yeah, this is a shorter game.
Yeah, because it's not really like a full open world.
Yeah, and the only other thing besides the main story, I think, is the Riddler trophies.
Yeah, which I'm not guaranteeing that we'll get all of them. I do remember this riddle though.
Do you think we'll do all the side missions for the other games? Or just focus on the story?
I'd like to try to do the side missions at least for City, because I don't think I've ever finished all of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Night, the only thing that I do want to try to do is some of the DLC, because they're short. And some of them are important.
Like the Batgirl stuff?
Like Batgirl, Nightwing, Catwoman. Those like one-offs they did with other characters.
Yeah. I only played some of those for the first time recently because the DLC is like free now because no one cares anymore. So the Batgirl one was pretty good.
I remember the Red Hood one being pretty fun. I was like, damn, if they want to make like a Red Hood game, I'd be down.
Yeah, I think story-wise it was like, whatever, but I like playing as Red Hood.
I mean, that's all of those DLCs. He's here!
It's the bed!
None of those DLCs have a very good story, but it's like, oh, these are fun. I mean, that's Arkham Knight in general, though. Story is absolute ass. I don't know if you saw, but it's looking more and more like those Infinite Crisis movies are going to be a small DCAU reunion.
Joker's thugs were trying to get into that office.
Yeah, I saw the news that both Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy are in it, which that makes me happy.
I'm also seeing that Will Friedle is going to be in it. Who is Batman Beyond, if you don't know. I do want to see Sleepwalkers.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see Batman Beyond in there too.
I'm just glad that presumably this means that that will be Kevin Conroy's final performance.
You mean you weren't satisfied with how he went out in Suicide Squad?
I thought it was fine in context. Like, if Kevin Conroy hadn't passed away, I would have been perfectly okay with that death scene. But as a final role, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, did I just
Like
walk
I've
past
said-
the Ra's al Ghul Easter egg? Did I?
I don't know. I don't know this game as well as the other ones.
Is it in here, Robert?
Oh, the Ra's Easter egg is in the morgue, right?
I didn't know there was a Ra's Easter egg. I don't
There's,
see anything.
I'm pretty sure there's one where you're in the morgue and you see like his body in there, and then if you go back, it's gone, implying that like the League took him and brought him back to the Lazarus Pit,
Oh, okay.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah, 'cause I don't
Yeah, you
see
scan
any
his
names
book.
on these.
That's right.
Oh, nope, I did walk past it.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
I'd have solved all the puzzles by now.
I never knew that was there.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool Easter egg.
Yeah. Thanks, Robert. I wonder if that guy will be important.
Yeah, for the next game.
Hey,
Someone
Black
has
Mask.
already got to the safe. The only question now is...
Okay, so I
The
have a
character
question.
they never
No
do
sign of
anything
forced
interesting
entry.
in
Whoever opened it
within
knew
the series.
combination.
So I have a question. Do insane asylums usually have morgues?
Let's see.
I have no idea.
Good.
Wouldn't you
Dr.
take
Young
those to the
got her
city
notes before
morgue?
Joker. She's taken them to hide somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Follow
you
her,
know,
find
this
out
is
where
such
she's
like a
looking.
gothic enough place that you kind of just go with it. It's like, would Arkham Asylum have a morgue? Yeah, sure.
That one could have been solved by a monkey. But good
Shut
job,
up, Riddler.
nevertheless.
You ever feel? I always feel bad for Batman in these games because he has to deal with all this shit on top of hearing this whiny douchebag. Like a monkey could have solved that.
Yeah, I love how much of a dick Riddler is. It's funny.
Yeah, and then they just turn him into
I'm on
Jigsaw.
Dr. Young's trail. I've had to calibrate the scanner to...
Well, I
one
think
field
the
per
best
second.
part in these games
If I follow
is
these,
when you're
I will
like
find
solving
her
all
on
the Riddler
notes.
trophies, and like at the beginning he's like, "Oh yeah, no, anyone could have done that," and then the further you get, he's like,
As I thought.
"No, you're
It's just a
cheating."
twisted diversion. The real action's on Arkham.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point, Robert. I didn't think about that. Like, it is a hospital, so they might have morgue. A
Well, I
morgue.
would just think you would take the bodies to like the city morgue.
Joker was right.
I don't know.
He's here.
It's probably more convenient that it's in the asylum.
God, those knife enemies are so fucking annoying in this one.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can't like beat down on them in this one.
You can't beat them down, and you can't. They don't even have the counter option in this one.
Yeah. No, I also like when they go Jigsaw with Riddler. This is probably my favorite Riddler interpretation, like outside of comics.
Mine is probably the Batman at this point.
He's good too. I like how narcissistic and like how much of an asshole this Riddler is. It's funny.
It's funny.
He's funny. The animated series one is also pretty solid.
I like the Batman, like the 2004 one, except for the design.
Yeah, I gotta revisit that show because I remember how bad that design is, but I don't remember anything about his actual characterization.
You know what pisses me off about it though? Okay, so
What's that?
it's Robert Englund. It's right there. We could have had Robert Englund as Scarecrow. It's right there.
Yeah, he's Freddy Krueger for God's sakes.
But I don't even think they do Scarecrow, so to be fair to them, they may not have been allowed to do it.
Yeah, I can't remember if they do Scarecrow or not.
Something
Because
else that I
that's
like
also
oh, sorry, go ahead.
that's also a show that like does alternate versions, like alternate takes on characters. So like it's hard to remember sometimes what characters they do and what they just had like a different spin on.
Sometimes to their detriment, like I couldn't believe they went back to generic Bug Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, like it's so much less interesting. Like he's just an evil guy.
Oh, okay, they weren't allowed to use. But see, that still just pisses me off. It was right there.
Oh yeah, there was that whole weird like bat
Bat
embargo
embargo.
thing.
Yeah.
That made no sense.
No, he did he? Yes, he did. It's the only version I've gotten. But I mean, that's a fighting game.
I
He
think
didn't get to do anything.
Yeah. And I think at that point he was getting older.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't need him to play it live action. He can still voice act.
No idea. Joker doesn't tell us this.
Oh yeah, fair. I just mean like, I don't know. I haven't heard his voice and how his voice sounds in that.
These are my least favorite fucking riddles.
Oh, the ones where you, oh yeah, where you have to line up the question mark.
Yeah. What do you mean partially detected?
Yeah, it's like I scanned that. It's like, what do you mean? Yeah, I know, those ones are so annoying.
Easy, isn't it? Well, we'll see.
I think there's only one of those like that in Arkham Knight, which is good.
The thing with as these go on is they just keep adding to the stupid Riddler challenges. Where it might, because so by the time you get to night, it's so fucking bloated.
To find an explanation for why
Yeah, and you have to use the Batmobile for a lot of them.
Yeah, here's Riddler races. Here's Riddler environmental puzzles.
He's here!
Yeah, like, it makes perfect sense for the Riddler to test Batman's skills at racing.
Well, and that's also in the era of like, especially right then where we were overthinking the no-kill rule. Where it's like, it is absurd if you make me believe that they survive even touching how much electricity is probably circulating that thing.
No, yeah, you can just straight up run over thugs in that game.
Spider-Man
And
does
even
this too, where if you knock somebody over off a building, somehow a magical webbing saves them.
The web.
It's like,
Yeah.
okay, where did that come from?
No, yeah, there's a lot of times when I was playing Spider-Man, I just punched the thug off a building, and I'm like, oh, I just killed that guy. But then I see the web later, and I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, with the Batmobile in Arkham Knight, even if there's an electric shock to it, like, if they're getting hit by the Batmobile at, like, that speed, I still think they're probably gonna die from that.
I'm gonna pulverize you! You okay, buddy?
Okay, these guys really need to start staying down.
Stay down. Not gonna ask again. Yeah, that's a very good point, Robert. I don't I mean, I don't understand why the Riddler would want to leave Riddler trophies for the Suicide Squad, because they're not detectives. They're just... It's like, why would you care about outsmarting Harley Quinn?
And it's absurd in that one. It's, here's a bunch of Riddler challenges, which is do something arbitrary in a specific amount of time for medals. Here's Riddler trophies. Although one thing that is cool in that game is the Riddler trophies are like fully movable, so you can like shoot them off places and like
save the hostages.
push them and to move them and stuff like that. But it's like,
Okay.
why would Deadshot care about this?
Yeah. Well, like, I don't know. Like, Riddler only cares about outsmarting Batman because Batman's the world's greatest detective.
Easy, didn't you? Has tonight taught you nothing?
But yeah, I mean, the only reason he should be in that game is for you to kill him, which, I mean, yeah, it's be the #1 thing most players want to do after these games.
I feel like he'll probably end up being a playable character at some point. If it makes it
maybe.
that far. I don't know if you saw, but their player count has plummeted.
No, I did see, yeah, that game is dying already. Yeah, and I don't know, I think that could have been a really cool game. They just needed to, #1, like I've said a billion times, not make it in the Arkhamverse. And I don't know, probably just make it more of a Suicide Squad game, not like...
Its biggest problem, just
Justice
looking at
League.
what we got, is A, the story is dog shit. And B,
Yeah.
you motherfuckers have worked on this for close to a decade. Why do you have one mission structure that is just copy and paste?
Yeah.
Remember the hostages?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still curious about playing that game. I'm gonna wait until it's on sale.
Just
And obviously I have a way to play it.
Robert, just end it after City and say that's where it ends.
Or I mean, you know, Night.
City
Night's
could
not a
be.
great... Well, I don't think City... I mean, the City ends with the Joker dying and Batman all, like, screwed up after that. So that's not, like, a happy ending.
Yes, you're safe. What happened?
Sure it
It all
is.
happened so fast. Some patients
That's my favorite
began
comedy.
tearing up the place. They were looking for something. Bill here fought back, but there were too many. They took Dr. Young. She rushed in here and they followed.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
When I came to,
The DCAU is
Doc Young
a
was
good
gone.
thing to watch with,
I heard a voice on one
with
of the
people.
radios. It sounded like they were being told to meet in the warden's office.
So, Dr. Young was trying to hide her research notes on the formula when she was caught. Where did you hide them?
And, like, it's probably, like, my definitive version of Batman.
The DCAU one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know if I have a definitive Batman.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Because the DCAU also has... They do stuff with certain elements of the Batman universe that I don't love. Like, skipping Jason Todd. But, I mean, I understand why they did that. So, like, it's not perfect, but for, like, Batman characterization, that's how I see Batman.
I could see that. Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
I'm open
I
to
found
different
Dr. Young's
interpretations. I know like the ones that I'm like, no, this isn't my
It's
Batman.
never this simple with him.
Hashtag not
That's
my
not-
Batman.
No, not
Yeah.
formula. What about
And I mean, like, to be fair, I like a lot of different versions of Batman. Like, you know, there's things I like and things I don't like about each interpretation.
I did bump into him on the way back from the gardens, when no doubt he was acting out some twisted
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's another thing I don't like, Robert, is the whole Barbara thing.
He loves them together.
I don't like that at all.
I'm kind of indifferent. Like, I think if you told the right story, like, you could make it work. You'd have to shift things around.
Yeah,
but I've
I don't know.
also just come to the point where, like, I don't really need or want Batman to have a love interest.
No, I don't really want that either.
Tom King
And I
killed
think
that
Barbara.
for me.
Oh, fair enough. And I think Barbara should be with Dick,
Not
not
Tim.
Bruce. Yeah, that's weird.
Wait a minute, it's raining indoors. What is this?
Oh no. We
So-
have another spooky section.
This just came to me. How do you feel about this Batman not having the lenses? Normally.
I'm fine with it.
I can't believe you insisted on sitting through that movie again, Bruce.
I think it works
Come on,
for
we'll be
the
late for
style they're
I'm
going
sorry,
through
Daddy.
in this game,
Go
in this
easy on
series.
Tom. He loved it so.
One thing you
'Cause it's
gotta
kinda
give
got that,
Snyder
like-
is he finally gave us, like, a suit with natural blue lenses.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then in Justice League, he's got those
Where
goggles.
are you taking us?
We can cut through here.
But it's starting
I
to
have
rain.
never been more
Bruce is
baffled.
tired.
Like,
Can't we just
I
wait
like
for
the
him
Snyder
here?
Come
cut,
on, keep up. We're
but
nearly there.
the Justice League suit is such a downgrade.
Well, the problem with it in Justice League is there's a lot of, especially in the Whedon cut, there's a lot of scenes with him in the daylight, and it just brings out all of the like weirdness in that suit.
Well,
In
not even that,
BVS,
but I
he's
mean, it's
mostly in the dark.
right, but I mean, it's also a different suit, and I don't think it looks as good.
Yeah, but I also think that if we saw the BVS suit during the day, and that would look really weird too.
Yeah, I mean, it would look weird no matter what, but I just they changed some very important things on his Justice League suit. Mostly, like, especially the cowl, and it looks weird.
No, yeah, the cowl looks really weird in that movie.
Come on, this way.
Oh, I picked.
Um,
That's the image I picked for the thumbnail, not realizing we would do this part tonight. That's funny.
Oh, really? No, I mean, you picked it out right.
I like this little scene right here because
8 years old and
we
all
show
alone.
that, like,
Money
Gotham
will
was
fix
so
that.
bad that an 8-year-old kid that got his kids killed, or his parents killed, like, nah, he'll be fine, he's rich.
He's got a bug.
Yeah,
I'm sorry about
that goes to
Just
show
need to
you
let
how
you
much those cops don't
that. Can I
care.
get you anything?
But Gordon does.
But, you know, you bring up that it's shot a lot in the daylight.
I
How
know
funny
you
is it
don't feel
that
like answering,
they made the
but
same
it's the
mistake
only
there
way
that
to
Nolan
get you
does
this.
in Rises?
Yeah, yeah.
Especially with that bail suit, you cannot shoot that in the daytime.
I don't know.
No, it looks so weird in the daytime. I don't know. I think the Justice League suit might look worse, though. Like, I'm not particularly a fan of the bat suits in Dark Knight or Rises, but
I'm not either.
I don't know. I think the Snyder Justice League one just doesn't look good.
So, like, I like the Begins one the best out of all of them, but it's just weird that even by 2012 we're still stuck in that, like, black military suit.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing with the Begin suit is obviously the same thing the other suits had, is that he can't turn his head. But I don't know, I think the way that Bale moves in that movie just kind of makes it. Yeah, I think the Batman and Robin suits might have it beat. I'm trying to think. Yeah, the only like
I'd also
Bat
argue
suits
it's
that
better than this is just a taste thing. I'd also argue it's better than the return suit.
the Flash suit is better than the return suit.
I don't like the return suit. They change it and it looks really bad.
No, they do change it. I don't like it as much as the '89 suit, but I think it still looks fine.
No, the BBS suit is the best like on-screen Batman suit, and it's not even close.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But I also like, I've gotten to that point where like, and I know this is retroactively, and I wouldn't say I hate them, but like, just by default, I don't like the like armored black look on any of them.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, and we've had that for such a long time.
Yeah.
I wonder in the next Pattinson movie if we're gonna get a suit change.
I kind of hope so. I like the Pattinson suit, but there's a few things I would change.
He's under my control.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to be all black. I do like
He's not.
that. Is he not all black in that movie?
Pattinson?
Yeah, what parts it? I thought he was all black.
He's gray and black.
Where is he gray?
I remember.
Yeah, Scarecrow.
Really sure that the 66
sucks
Robin
sometimes.
suit is pretty much perfect. I'd have to look at it again.
It's pretty much like just the classic Robin suit that you think of.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Robin's suit is like really hard to screw up.
Right. I think Robin definitely in that show looks more off the page than Batman does in that show. But
Well, you know what really sucks with the Robin suit? I think about this every time I watch it. Forever has the perfect Robin suit, and then they change it into that stupid armored look like Batman's suit.
oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, they have weird looking suits at the end of that movie. I don't like that.
I don't like that.
I don't like it.
Well, no,
And,
but what I mean is with that, because I like the arm. I don't hate like that armored look that he has throughout the movie, but like when he's in in the circus, he also just has the Robin suit. Like that's his circus suit.
Oh no, yeah, true.
And then he changes it into that armored look that Batman has. And then for Batman and Robin, he's just Nightwing, but he acts like Jason Todd.
It's like that. It's that classic movie adaptation thing of like they show the comic book costume for a second. They're like, "Oh no, that looks stupid."
Oh. The worst one of those that I can think of is the RoboCop remake, where there's that bit where he gets the gray suit and it doesn't look bad in that slimmer model. And they're like, "No, gray's out. It looks dumb." I'm like, "Oh, fuck off."
No, yeah, because that other suit that they have is so bland.
It is, yeah.
Oh, that's right. We'd have to rank the '40s Batman serial suits,
Oh no.
which just look like Halloween costumes.
They probably were Halloween costumes.
Robert actually likes the Robin suit in Forever.
I mean, I didn't say it was bad. It's just a downgrade from the circus suit.
Yeah, fair enough. And I actually don't mind Kilmer's suit.
No, I think Kilmer's first suit looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think the only problem is nipples, and even then, like, I'm not really looking at them.
Has anyone seen the bat? Come on! Someone must
Yeah, Val Kilmer has kind of a blend between,
Scary man. Wears a cape. Jumps out of the shadows.
or his first suit is kind of like a blend between
Anyone?
Keaton and what he would get in his own style. But then they changed the suit and it looks kind of bad.
Yeah.
As has Dr. Young trapped in the warden's office. I've got to get out of here.